So Cubase has just been updated to 9.5 around about Christmas time, something like that. So is Stylus RMX, and I want to show you how to use Stylus in Cubase using multi outputs. So first things first, open up this right hand panel, make it a bit wider, add the instrument, okay. Now this is the rack. There's the on, there's the edit, freeze, input, output section. Now I'm going to click B and C. So we've got one track for this. We need to add a couple of MIDI tracks because I want to do about 3-part layer drum group. I'll press this button and you'll notice down in the mixer it'll add channels. These are volume outs. There you go. So we've got 1, 2 and 3, A, B, C. Now over here I want to add a couple of MIDI tracks. We'll call them RMX. 2 of them. Make them all a bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. Now what I want to do, add a couple of layers of tracks just to make a basic groove. Okay, 2. Let's add another one here. Let's add a clap. Yeah. Let's add some hats. That's okay. Actually, let me change that one. That'll do. Now, so I've created 3 volume faders there. So we can do some processing, control the volumes, do a basic mix. These are the 2 MIDI tracks which I've just added. I need to tell Stylus to start using these 2 B and C here. So B and C. Now when I press play, we should start seeing some sound moving. There we go. But that's not useful if we want to do some arrangement. I need to get the MIDI out. So I'm going to drop the kick on here. I'm going to drop clap on here. I'm going to drop the hats just here. Now, if it's creating loads of lanes or the MIDI's doing some strange things, one thing that I turned off through trial and error was this auto dissolve format. Turn that off, press apply, okay, because when I was drag and dropping it, it was creating new lanes, it was incorrectly dropping it, it was slipping over to another track and whatnot. It was weird. So anyway, I'm just going to press play, and these MIDI tracks would then be fed into the MIDI to trigger the sounds inside the rack in Stylus. Okay, here we go. So to explain what's going on, these are the volume faders where I can do some mixing. These are the MIDI triggers. You can hide them if you want to in the rack. Just select one of these options just here. I can't remember which one it is, but you can show and hide whichever channels you want to see and hide that. But that signifies that there's MIDI triggers going into Stylus, which is then outputting its sound from the instrument, and they're coming through these volume faders here. So I hope that helps.